The time is now, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to get started on brand new Let's Play! Sonic 3 and Knuckles! It's been a while since the last time I Let's Played a Sonic game. Okay, for this playthrough I'm going to go with Sonic alone. And the game teases us with the tornado right away that we're not going to see until the end of the game. And Super Sonic, which we're also not going to be seeing for a while because... this happens! Yeah! Sonic loses superpower on his own for some reason, and Knuckles yoinks the Chaos Emeralds and runs away. By the way, this was Knuckles' very first appearance in a video game. Nowadays we take him for granted, but back then he was brand new. Anyway, we're only 14 seconds in, and we already found our first special stage. So the way these special stages work, as I said in the prelude, you get Chaos Emerald if you beat it. The way this works is that you have to collect all the blue spheres that are in the stage, and as you can see, they turn into red spheres once you collect them. If you touch a red sphere, it's over. You don't get a second chance. Well, you do if you find another giant ring, but otherwise, you touch one red sphere, and it's over. One thing you can do is to go around big patches of blue spheres, and they're going to turn into rings, which don't really do a whole lot except help your score a little bit. Score does nothing in this game except give you an extra life every 50,000 points, but otherwise... yeah, these were the basics of special stages, so... of course, the first one was the easiest, so we got our first Chaos Emerald, and we're less than 2 minutes into this LP. Yeah, we're doing good right now, but then again, there hasn't been much room to fuck up so far. But on to the game proper, since I haven't had a chance to commentate on it yet. This is the first stage, Angel Island Zone. This is also the first appearance of Angel Island. The entire game takes place on Angel Island except for, the last couple zone, which take place in space, but we're gonna get to that when we get there. So, just got some invincibility right now. That jingle, you will learn to hate it. It's so repetitive. Doesn't sound like much right now since invincibility only lasts a few seconds, and I got another one, and I'm already getting tired of hearing it. But when you get super and hyper transformations, and this goes on and on and on. Anyway, I would like to say mini-boss time, but it's not exactly a boss fight, even though it is the mini-boss, because it just showed up to set the entire forest ablaze. So, yeah, we're gonna fight the mini-boss a bit later. If you get to a checkpoint and you have at least 20 rings, you can gain access to a bonus stage if you jump into the stars that appear on top of the checkpoint. There are 3 different kinds of bonus stages. This one is a gumball machine that mostly gives you shields. I'll get over what the shields do a bit later on. Can I get some rings? Maybe even a 1-up? That would be nice. 1-up! 1-up! Oh my god, 1-up! Oh man, I was too late! Yeah, you can't keep going forever because those side springs can only be used once, and... yeah, okay, bubble shield. I can deal with that. So, if you go down there, don't move over to the right just yet, because over there is another giant ring, which is going to take us to the second special stage. Some things that I haven't mentioned. Of course, you can jump in these special stages. I believe Knuckles, if you do play as him, can't jump as high and as far as Sonic, so it's a really big problem if you're playing as Knuckles. It's also the same in the regular game, though Knuckles has the gliding ability. He doesn't glide in the special stages, unfortunately. Other than that, those spheres that have stars on them, they just bounce you back. So be very careful if you run into one, because it might just toss you into a red sphere, and then you're gonna have to find another giant ring and try again. So, I guess this covers all the basics of those special stages for those of you who never played this game. And if you have never played this game, for shame, guys. For shame. Really missing out on something. Most people agree that this is the best of all Sonic games, and I agree with that. Anyway, Special Stage 2 down. Here's our second Chaos Emerald for the day. So we're going to head back to the regular stage in just a moment. As you might have noticed, I now have a bubble shield with me. Bubble shields, they essentially give you infinite air, and this is also the only kind of shield that you can carry in the water. And if Sonic uses it, yeah, you just saw me do that. He does kind of like a, well, not exactly a ground pound. And ow! I wanted to jump on the head, but I completely missed it. But yeah, it sort of bounces you straight down if you press the button in midair while having the bubble shield. This one, the Thunder Shield, gives you a double jump and it draws rings to you. And it's mini-boss time! And it's really, really easy. Just look at that. Just look at that. 6 hits, done! Of course, it's the first mini-boss in the game, so... Oh, water shield. Pretty good, considering there's going to be some water in the next stage. So, yeah, what I meant to say, since I had a fire shield, is that it does an attack that sort of resembles the homing attack from later games. And it makes you immune to fire as well. And here we have special stage number 3. You have to hold down while you're in that pipe, otherwise you're just going to smack into the wall, and the floor is going to collapse under you. So if you let that happen, there's no way into this special stage. So this is... Whoa! I turned a little too early. This is where things are going to... get a little more hazardous, maybe would be the proper term. Still, it doesn't look like anything too bad. We just got those little corridors of blue spheres leading into those... Well, I guess I can call them rooms, even though they don't really qualify as rooms in the technical sense of the term. Here we go. I wonder how this is all going to come out in recording, because... I'm turning around like crazy, and especially Movie Maker. I'm not expecting Movie Maker to like this very much. So 24, 22, 20. Okay, so we're gonna be down to 4, and that's supposed to be the end. There, that's not good. That's not good at all. I'm missing 4 blue spheres, and I don't have a clue where they are. And by the way, something I forgot to mention, but you probably noticed, as time goes on, the stage gets faster and faster and faster. So, oh please, oh there they are, there they are. That was actually pretty tense, considering you need pretty precise jumping to jump over 2 red spheres. 1 is doable, but 2, especially with Knuckles, it's really hard. Anyway, I managed to salvage this third Chaos Emerald, and we're back to Angel Island, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about the floor crumbling. And now I'm really glad that I got this water shield, because if I kept the fire one, it would have gone out instantly when I went into the water. Same for the electric shield, by the way. And I mentioned that shields give you extra moves, such as, for example, the electric shield gives you a double jump, the bubble shield sends you straight down, and the fire shield has sort of this pseudo homing attack thing. This is only as Sonic, because if you try to jump while in midair with Tails, you're going to fly, and if you do so with Knuckles, you're going to glide. Anyway, second kind of bonus stage, which is the slot machine one. 3 rings, okay, I get 10 rings for that. Now, I'm going to try to avoid the slot machine, because if you get 3 Eggmans, you lose like 100 rings, so you really want to avoid that. What I'm trying to do before leaving is getting as much of these rings on the side as I can, because if you get over 50 rings in a slot machine level, you get a continue. That's how you get continues in this game. And so, yeah, if you touch a square that says goal, then you automatically leave the special stage. There's more to it. Ow! There's more to it than that, though, but I guess I'm going to have to explain it the next time I get into that special stage. But yeah, you really have to try to get over 50 rings in those casino stages. Yeah, the rings you had beforehand, I mean, they already count towards your total. You have to grab a ring while you have at least 50 in order to get a continue. And as far as I know, this is the only way to get continues in this game. Not that it really matters, because there's a really easy infinite lives trick that you can perform later in the game, but if you're interested in continues, then that's the way you do it. I just got 100 rings, which is good for an extra life, some more rings as well as a bubble shield, and whoa! That was scary. I thought I was going to be falling down for a second. Okay. Checkpointo! And I guess this is the third kind of bonus stage, so we're going to have covered them all inside one video. Pretty good. So yeah, you're basically running away from a force field that starts out at the bottom of the stage and it keeps going up and up and up. And meanwhile, you're trying to grab rings and shields and stuff. Those little bubbles, those are just empty containers. They don't have anything in them. That black thing, as you can see, it just bounces you around. Okay, if I can get there. I'm not gonna chance that one down there. Yeah, so those are giant white orbs. If you remember those spinning wheel thingies from Mount Gimmick and my Sonic 2 Game Gear Let's Play, it's sort of the same thing, except you can go in just about any angle on these as opposed to the ones in Mount Gimmick. Come on, get up there. Okay, this one is, in my experience, almost always, or even always, an extra life, and that one's always a ring, I believe. I could be wrong, but anyway, this is the last checkpoint of the stage because we're heading towards our first official boss fight in this. But first, perhaps the biggest, probably the most intimidating thing ever that actually poses no threat to you. You see this giant thing that's gonna start throwing down missiles at you? If you just keep running and ignore it, it's always going to miss. So you don't have anything whatsoever to fear as long as you don't slow down and try dodging them, because the best way to dodge them is to just keep running. Anyway, we see the boss in the background. And that's right, folks, this is going to be our first clash against Dr. Eggman in this game. Now, you don't want to be too close to that bridge when it burns, so this is why I only hit him once. You gotta hit him 8 times in order to beat him, so I already lost count. I think that's 3, so that's 4, 5. Ow! I thought I was gonna be able to hit it without taking any damage. What? Are you serious? That's 2 hits that occurred while I was rolled up. Well, whatever. I'm not complaining. I beat him. I lost a crap ton of rings and thus a crap ton of points. But it's just whose line is it anyway? The points don't really matter. So now that we are done with Angel Island, whoops, it's a dead end. But Knuckles, not the smartest tool in the shed, actually allows you to proceed to the next zone, even though he's supposed to be a villain at this point in the game. Oh well, whatever. This is our mandatory water level, Hydro City. And it's actually not as difficult as some of the previous water levels in the series. I remember Aqua Lake Act 2 was especially bad in Sonic 2 for Game Gear, and yeah, invincibility, by the way, doesn't give you air. You can still hear that ding thingy that means that you're using up air, so, oh come on, I want air! Can I have some air? Oh come on, please, don't tell me I'm gonna die already! Oh! Epic bubble shield placement here! Awesome. Oh god. Now, what do I do with this fish? I don't remember what to do with this fish. I can't jump, I can't spin dash, I can't even get hit by those projectiles because of the shield. What am I supposed to do? Oh my god, it's draining my rings, it's gonna kill me. Okay, so I am supposed to get hit even though I lose my shield. So that's gonna be all for today, so join me next time for the remainder of our trek through Hydro City.